On November 9, 1996, was a memorable day in the world of boxing. Mike Tyson, the WBA heavyweight champion, 30 years old, faced off against Evander Holyfield, 34 years old, in his first title defense. This bout had been on the cards for 6 years, specifically since June 1990. However, Tyson's surprise defeat to James "Buster" Douglas changed the course of events. In the showdown with Holyfield, Tyson failed to retain his title. Despite his ferocity and determination, Tyson was outmatched by Holyfield, who proved to be a formidable opponent. Holyfield dominated the fight from the outset, showcasing impressive strength and stamina. In the 11th round, Holyfield managed to knock down Tyson, marking the end of the fight. This defeat was a significant blow to Tyson, as it was the first time he defended his title since his return to the ring in 1995. Despite this setback, Tyson continued his boxing career but never managed to reclaim his former glory. A new date was set for November 8, 1991, but a broken rib for Tyson led to another postponement. Things worsened when Tyson was charged with rape and sentenced to prison in February 1992. In March 1996, after his release from prison in 1995, Mike Tyson returned to the ring with renewed determination. He won the WBC belt and chose to face Bruce Seldon, the WBA champion, instead of defending his WBC title against Lennox Lewis. The showdown with Seldon was brief but intense. Tyson, known for his aggressive style and powerful punch, dominated the fight from the start. With a combination of speed, precision, and power, Tyson managed to knock down Seldon in less than 2 minutes, once again proving why he was considered one of the most feared boxers of his time. This victory marked a milestone in Tyson's career, solidifying his return to boxing after his time in prison. 2 months later, Tyson found himself in the ring with Holyfield. Despite being the favorite at odds of 25-1, which decreased as the fight approached, Tyson remained the favorite at 6-1. Holyfield had suffered a couple of defeats in his last 4 fights and had experienced his first knockout a year earlier. Despite the odds, the fight generated great excitement. The MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas was packed to the rafters, with 16,000 tickets sold, generating $14 million. The fight also set a record for pay-per-view sales, with 1.5 million buys, generating an estimated $80 million. The boxers' fees were also significant. In the early stages of the match, Holyfield, who received $12 million, proved to be physically stronger than Tyson, who received $30 million. In a clinch, Holyfield effortlessly knocked Tyson down. Moreover, Tyson's intimidating aura seemed to have no effect on Evander, who was relentless in his attacks. As the fight progressed, Tyson found himself in an unfamiliar situation, backed against the ropes and under attack from his opponent. Despite this, Tyson had moments of precision in his attacks. However, even when he managed to land powerful blows, he failed to surprise Holyfield. In the 5th round, Tyson showed a notable improvement, demonstrating his best skills and winning the round for the first time since the start of the fight. However, in the 6th round, after an exchange of close-range blows, the heads of both boxers collided, and Tyson suffered a cut over his left eye. From the 7th round onwards, the fight became increasingly exhausting, with the boxers spending more time in clinches initiated by Holyfield. Despite this, there were occasional bursts of activity. In the final rounds of the fight, Tyson seemed tired, unlike his opponent, and this had a significant impact on the development of the match. In the last round, about 20 seconds from the end, Holyfield rocked Tyson with a powerful right, marking one of the most spectacular moments of the entire fight. Despite initial troubles, Mike Tyson seemed to have avoided further difficulties. However, a strong right from Holyfield missed its mark. With only 10 seconds remaining in the round, Tyson had to hold on until the bell rang. The course of the fight suggested that Tyson might not make it to the end of the next round. As Tyson appeared to tire, his champion spirit became evident. He launched a series of punches, some of which missed. But in the 11th round, Holyfield brought the fight to its logical conclusion with confidence and ease, inflicting on Tyson his second defeat in his career. It's hard to say if this victory is Holyfield's greatest achievement, but it's undoubtedly the most notable success in Evander's career. For Mike Tyson, the result of this fight marked the beginning of the end. In November 1986, he won his first championship title, and in November 1996, he fought for the last time in his career as the current world champion. In the rematch between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield on June 28, 1997, public interest in the second fight with Holyfield was greater than in the first. The first fight generated revenues of about $100 million, while the total revenues from the second fight were estimated at $180 million. This was reflected in the purses. Tyson was guaranteed $30 million, and Holyfield, as the winner of the first fight and therefore the reigning champion, was guaranteed $35 million. These were the largest purses in boxing history at that time. Before the second fight, Tyson was once again the favorite, but only 2-1. One of the reasons Tyson, now a knockout loser, was still considered the favorite was due to Tyson's team's public relations campaign against referee Mitch Halpern. Halpern, who worked the first fight, allowed Holyfield to hold quite often while ignoring his forward tactics, which caused problems for Tyson. Therefore, when Tyson's manager found out that the same referee was assigned to the second fight, they forced his replacement. They claimed that after the first fight, Tyson was convinced that Halpern was biased against him, which in turn would affect Tyson's morale. The Nevada State Athletic Commission decided halfway through, and the legendary Mills Lane was appointed referee. At the start of the fight, Lane broke the first clinch Holyfield attempted and reprimanded him, allowing Mike to be agile and dynamic. It seemed that this fight was truly a new confrontation and not just a continuation of the 1996 battle. However, 45 seconds before the end of the round, Evander attacked and shook Tyson. Iron Mike tried to respond, but his initial agility seemed to evaporate under Holyfield's onslaught. At the end of the first round, it was sad to see a different Mike Tyson slowly return to his corner. At the start of the next round, it seemed Mike had recovered and began the round quite quickly. However, there was a serious clash of heads for which Tyson received a cut. The key point was that when Holyfield attacked, Mike, instead of responding, appealed to the referee, risking missing punches. Tyson's obsession with the referee played a negative role in his performance. Tyson's coaches and managers convinced him that the referee was solely responsible for his defeat in the first fight. However, it seemed that no one paid attention or didn't want to pay attention to the evident deficiencies in his physical condition and psychological preparation. In the third round, Tyson started confidently, and this round became one of Mike's best rounds against Holyfield, including their first fight. But then the incident that made their showdown so scandalous happened. Holyfield fell, and upon rising, he hit Tyson in the face, and Tyson bit Holyfield's right ear. The referee deducted 2 points from Tyson, and Mike tried to convince him that his opponent's bloody ear was the result of a punch, not a bite. It may seem surprising, but the fight continued, and it was the most spectacular part of the entire confrontation. But unfortunately, it was short-lived because Tyson couldn't be restrained and bit Holyfield again, this time on the left ear but with less damage to the ear. When the first bite happened, the referee consulted with the doctor about Holyfield's condition and whether the fight could continue. The doctor said yes, and Evander said the same. But during the break, the referee found bite marks on his other ear and decided that the fight definitely should not continue and disqualified Tyson. Here again, the referee's authority played a role. As representatives of Tyson's team, they would have immediately jumped on any other referee and begun arguing. In this case, no one dared to do it. But Mike was eager to continue the fight and tried to make his way to Holyfield. Tyson didn't achieve his goal, but one of the most famous photos in boxing history was born at that moment. Immediately after the fight, Tyson claimed his bite was a reaction to Holyfield's headbutts. But 2 days later, Mike appeared on television to apologize. Tyson said an apology wasn't enough. Mike was fined $3 million and stripped of his license for 15 months. Besides the end of Tyson's confrontation, several eras ended simultaneously that day. If anyone had doubts, it was now evident that the era of Mike Tyson had come to an end. It also marked the end of the era of Don King as the most influential man in boxing, since this fight was the last with Tyson. After that began a long trial between Tyson and King's influence began to rapidly weaken. Mills Lane's career also ended. This fight was the last mega fight of his career. After that, he worked in 16 more fights, but none of them could even come close to the fight between Tyson and Holyfield. In 2002, Lane suffered a stroke that left him speechless and paralyzed on the right side of his body. As of 2021, Mills Lane is 83 years old and lives in Reno, Nevada. In 2013, he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Tyson and Holyfield became friends years later, leaving all their problems in the past, and both boxers were inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. This showdown between Tyson and Holyfield not only marked a milestone in their respective careers, but also left an indelible mark on boxing history. The controversy and drama surrounding the fight captured the world's attention, and the repercussions were felt long after the final punch was thrown. For Tyson, the fight marked the end of his reign as world champion and the beginning of a series of personal and legal challenges. Despite these setbacks, Tyson managed to reinvent himself in the following years, finding success in other areas and maintaining his status as one of the most recognizable figures in sports. For Holyfield, the victory over Tyson solidified his place among boxing's elite and demonstrated his resilience and ability to overcome adversity. Despite the challenges he faced in his career, Holyfield never let obstacles stop him, and his triumph over Tyson is a testament to his indomitable spirit. In summary, the fight between Tyson and Holyfield is a reminder that in boxing, as in life, true victory often lies not only in winning but in how one faces challenges and recovers from defeats. It's a lesson both boxers have carried with them long after the final bell rang. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll stay updated on more exciting content and won't miss any details of the most epic fights in boxing history. See you in the next video.